Hello, what's up, everybody? My name is Ron Amos, and welcome back to Less Pressure Podcast. I hope you're having a good Monday. If you're listening to this when it uploads, I hope that you're having a great Monday. Monday is one of those things where it could either go really bad or really good. So I'm just hoping that you're having a really good Monday. Whether you're on your way to work, on your way to school, taking a walk, or sleeping in. Hope that you're making the best of today and, you're doing what you need to do for yourself. For me, it's been a busy week all week so far. I've had a lot going on. I'm actually looking at my planner right now, and there is a lot on there just until today. And there's going to continue to be a lot on there until the end of the week for me. So I'm just really trucking through and trying to be efficient. I had to find a little window for me to record this podcast because I just wanted to make sure that I'm still being consistent. Although, unfortunately, this week there will not be any video. The podcast will still be available on YouTube this week, but there just won't be any video to go along with it. So, but I just hope that you can still listen to it wherever you need to listen to it. But there just won't, unfortunately, be any video this week. Yesterday, I had a dance class. I taught my last dance class of the year. And boy, let me tell you, it was a really good one. It felt really good to just share energy with everybody. And I hadn't taught a class in a public class in maybe 5 or 6 months. So just to end off the year the way that I started it, it just felt really full circle and very good to just see people. And a lot of people showed up. Being a teacher, it's hard to tell who's showing up to class each week or I've had classes where no one showed up before. Maybe once or twice that's happened to me. So I just really didn't know what to expect yesterday when I taught my class. But a lot of people showed up, and it was very just heartwarming to see everybody. And I had some really good moments with some people there. It felt really good. As of last podcast, we kind of talked about SZA dropping music. And I had a chance to listen to the album the day it dropped, and when I tell you that it was pretty amazing, it was on repeat for me. I listened to it back to back at least 4 times, just on rotation all the way through every time. And I was just not disappointed at all. It really lived up to all of her hype that she's ever had. It was just a really good piece of work. Definitely it was mostly based around like a breakup and just her emotions and dealing with that. But my take on it is I found it to be a beautiful expression, the way she kind of articulated herself in those lyrics and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it. And I taught my dance class to one of her songs. So that was pretty cool because I really didn't know what I was going to teach for that class. I knew that I was going to teach a class, but I didn't really have a song in mind. And just in time, that album dropped, and I just really was feeling it. So I picked a song. I went through all the songs and found the one I could move the best to. It wasn't my favorite song on the album, but it was the one that I felt most connected to as a dancer. So I chose Seek and Destroy. So I'm actually going to upload a clip of it on my Instagram right now if you want to see the choreography. So you can go follow me on Instagram at Ron_Amos_, and you can check that out. Give it a like for me. So, speaking of dance, it's been a very, very tough last couple days for dancers everywhere and the dance community. Yesterday, as of now I'm recording this, we lost a legend in the dance world. We lost tWitch. A lot of people, or I want to say a lot of mainstream everyday people that aren't dancers will know tWitch from Ellen being her quote unquote DJ. But we know him as tWitch the dancer. And it was very heartbreaking to hear that we lost him because he is just someone that we've all known since we were kids and we've all looked up to, and he's just been a big just inspiration for a lot of people, dancers and non-dancers. And the dance community is definitely grieving right now. He's one of those people where even if you've never met him before, you feel like you feel like you know him. So Sunday morning, or not Sunday morning, I don't know why I said Sunday morning. Yesterday morning, I got a text from my brother, and all it was the screenshot of the Shade Room's post saying tWitch passes away at age 40, and it has a picture of him. That was not something that I was expecting to see, nor I really wanted to see. And it didn't fully process when I saw it. I kind of just looked at it for a quick second and was like, damn, that's tough. Anyway, the post that I saw, it was from the Shade Room. So I really didn't get to look at it. But then in my head, I'm assuming that he passed away due to natural causes or maybe something health related, because he's a young guy. And as I read the post, it said that we are sending our deepest condolences to the family of Stephen tWitch Boss. Many of you know him from Ellen DeGeneres Show. According to TMZ, he apparently passes away at the age of 40. According to the site, law enforcement sources say Stephen's wife, Allison Holker, ran to an LAPD station Tuesday to share that he had left home without his car, which was unlike him. Unfortunately, shortly after, they received a call about a shooting that took place at a LA hotel. When authorities arrived, they found Stephen deceased from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, after reading all that, to see that it was a supposed or alleged suicide, from all that they're telling us right now, it's possibly a suicide. It hurts. It really, really hurts, because if it was a suicide and the whole time this guy was suffering, and it just really sucks. It really sucks. The first time I ever saw Twitch was when I was 12 years old. It was on TV. I was 12. I was maybe 11, but I think I was 12. And it was one day I was flipping through TV channels with my family, my brothers actually, and we found the show So You Think You Can Dance. For me, I wasn't a dancer at the time, but I was obsessed with dance. I wanted to be a dancer. I enjoyed dancing, but I wasn't in classes or anything. So I was super intrigued by the show. It was the first time I had ever seen the show. It was season 4. And I remember when I saw the episode where he auditioned, it might have even been the first episode I've ever seen, now that I'm really thinking about it. I remember seeing that, or seeing him, and just being like, man, that guy was solid. And I remember the episode, they were saying that it was his second season auditioning. And the first season he auditioned, he kind of made it through to maybe the choreography round or something. But then after that, they sent him home. So this was like his redemption. And I was just so happy for him when I saw him on there and he made it through. He was doing some crazy like popping moves and stuff like that. So I've known about this guy for a long time. And then he started being in the Step Up movies and things like that, and I was always so happy for him. Like, man, Twitch is going crazy. But at the time, when So You Think You Can Dance was out, I was a fan of him, and I was a fan of Joshua Allen. I remember watching the finale, and it was Joshua Allen, Katie, and Twitch were the top 3 people. I was actually a big Joshua Allen fan. I really wanted Joshua Allen to win. I loved Twitch too. I wanted him to win too, but I wanted Joshua to win more. And I remember it was top 3, and then Katie got eliminated. I'm pretty sure Katie got eliminated top 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Katie top 3, and Katie got eliminated. And I was so happy that she got eliminated because one of these two guys were going to win, right? But I really wanted it to be Joshua. And the whole night, they were just battling it out, back and forth performances. They did like a performance together. And I remember Joshua was doing like these high kicks up in the air, and Twitch was doing all this stuff on the floor. And like the behind the scenes shot was like them saying, oh, I can do this, but I can do this. You know, it was really cool to see them two go at it. So I really had a liking for Twitch and Joshua both. And Joshua ended up winning, and I was so happy. But even though Joshua won, I was always still rooting for Twitch. I would see him in other things, and I would be like, man, I'm so happy for him. I'm pretty sure Joshua Allen was in Step Up also. But Twitch, he was just that guy. And I remember a couple years. I think it had to have been sometime last year for sure. I was DMing Joshua Allen. We both follow each other, and I was having a conversation with him, and I was just like, man, I just remember watching you and Twitch go at it on So You Think You Can Dance, and it was very shaping for me as a dancer, as a kid. It really inspired me. And they were the reason why I said that one day I'm going to audition for So You Think You Can Dance. I'm going to be on that show. That was my goal. I remember writing that down like one day. Like, these are my goals. One of my goals was to also be on the Ellen DeGeneres show, but my other goal was to be on So You Think You Can Dance, because that's the show that I really watched a lot growing up. So it just really hurts to see the news. And after when Twitch became a DJ on Ellen, it was always just very good to see him there. It was just good to see him there because, one, he's a dancer, you know, but then two, like, this is a black man who's really doing something with, like, for himself, and like he's just a positive role model, and I really enjoyed seeing him. I think about all the times where, like, because for me, the Ellen show was a big part of my life in high school. So after school, I would run home actually, and flip on the Ellen show. So Ellen was always like my favorite thing to watch, because that show always just made me feel good. And he didn't get on there until I think I was out of high school. But just seeing him when I turned on the TV was always just a warming feeling, because I know that guy. I've seen where he's came from, and he's doing something. And when Ellen wouldn't be there and she would let him guest host, especially this final season, I would think to myself, like, I'm just so happy for him, you know? He's really just holding himself well. He's holding his own. He's interviewing these celebrities. And I just love everything that he's doing. He's one of those people that I always thought that I would meet one day, and that I would get the chance to tell him about all the things that I remember of him growing up. But I won't be able to do that anymore, and that kind of sucks, you know. It's selfish, I know, but it just sucks that I just won't be able to ever meet him. You know, his time on the Ellen show. I remember when the girl Jalea Harmon, the creator of the Renegade Dance, Jalea Harmon created the Renegade Dance on TikTok, and she made the most popular TikTok dance. It was like the first popular TikTok dance, and it was everywhere. She got no credit from it. She got zero credit, and then all of a sudden, she just started getting recognition because people were like, this is the creator of that dance. She deserves recognition for that. And she ended up getting on the Ellen show. and she performed her dance with tWitch. And then he stepped aside and gave her the floor to like do some more choreo after. That moment warmed my heart, because tWitch is such a legend and an OG dancer, and just giving that little girl who's super talented the opportunity to share the stage with him, it meant a lot to watch just two black people on the #1 talk show in the world share a moment, and just him be there with her. It really was amazing. He was also like one of the first people that I followed on TikTok, because I was like, yo, tWitch is on TikTok. Like, let me follow tWitch. I fucking love tWitch. He's that guy. And really, honestly, my heart just goes out to his family and his wife and his kids. And I can only imagine what it's like. Actually, I couldn't imagine what it's like, because that's just something that no one would ever expect to happen. He has 3 kids, I believe. It was either 2 or 3. I know they are tiny little kids though, because I remember seeing them. They would bring them on the Ellen show and stuff like that. But he has little kids. He has babies, and they won't have their dad on Christmas this year, which is just heartbreaking. And I just really hate that for them. He was such a great, just genuine person. And I never met the guy, but you just feel that from him. It's hard. It's hard for us dancers to see this and to experience this right now. But I just plan on honoring him in the best way that I can. As a fellow black male dancer, I just want to really make him proud. I just want to do my best to just honor him in some type of way. Such a stand-up guy. I want everyone to make sure that they're checking in on themselves, checking in on their friends, hugging their friends, hugging their family, just being with each other, because we never know when our last goodbye is going to be our last goodbye. You never see stuff like this coming. It's been a really strange year, and we lost Takeoff not too long ago, and that was pretty bad for the black community as well. But I just want everybody to just be present and be with the people that you love this holiday season. And this just really makes me want to go see my nephews, really. Because I haven't seen them in maybe a month. And I miss my nephews. I really just want to go see them both and see their smiles. Get some good energy from them. So I'm gonna arrange to do that and see the rest of my family as well. I really don't know how to take this or how to move along with this, because lately I've been in an interesting place mentally. Maybe this last week, I want to say. I've been up and down, and I haven't really sank into a bad place, but I've been kind of teeter-tottering a little bit with my emotions and things like that. So I'm just doing my best right now to kind of stay afloat. Let me not say that, because that sounds kind of dramatic. I don't want anybody to call me and hey, are you okay? I'm definitely fine. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be A-okay. I'm going to be all right. But I'm just definitely not at my highest, if that makes sense. I'm going to do the work, though, to get myself back there. But just hug your family, man. Just be with your people. Be with your friends. Tell the people you care about that you care about them. And just never take life for granted. To the Boss family, my condolences. I don't know I don't even really know what to say. I just really hope that you guys are okay and you guys make it through this. And if anybody listening to this is going through something, or you just need someone to talk to, or you just need to vent or get something off your chest, hit me up. Send me a DM. If I know you personally, send me a text message. I'm always here to listen. I'm always an open ear. You know, I want everybody to get whatever help that they need, because I would hate for anybody to suffer in silence. Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of wrap this one up here. Hope that everyone is, well, I don't want to say I hope everyone. I hope that you guys are all enjoying. Okay, let me start one more time. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is the podcast, man. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Sometimes I do. But this is just me. And it's real. This is a real podcast. I'm being honest with you guys. But I hope you guys do have a good rest of your day. And you find the light at the end of the tunnel. And you are able to see the bright side of things. Please give the podcast a rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I feel like I mess this up every time. I'm so sorry. Please follow me on all the social medias. They'll be linked down below in the podcast and on YouTube. Follow all the links. We got TikTok. We got Instagram. I have a personal Instagram as well. And I want you guys to have a great rest of your day. Until next time, bye.